Hi everyone, thank you for joining us today. My name's Maura Black. I'm a managing attorney at Chisholm & Kilpatrick. And in today's Under 5 discussion, we're talking about protected work environment in TDIU claims. So in this video, I'll be explaining what a protected work environment means in the context of a claim for benefits based on a total disability rating for individual unemployability. So TDIU, again, a total disability that is based on individual unemployability, is a VA benefit that allows veterans to be compensated at the 100% rate, even if their combined scheduler disability rating does not come to 100% on its own. So in other words, TDIU is a different way to be paid at a 100% rate. TDIU is often granted when a veteran cannot work due to his or her service-connected conditions, but it is also possible in certain circumstances for veterans that are working to qualify for TDIU benefits. And so specifically, VA may still grant TDIU benefits to an employed individual if that veteran's work is considered marginal. And one way to show that a veteran is engaged in marginal work is to give evidence to the VA that the person is working in a protected work environment. So let's talk a little bit about marginal employment, and then we'll talk about protected work. VA considers a veteran's employment to be marginal if the veteran earns less than the federal poverty threshold for a single person. But VA also acknowledges that some employers who do employ veterans make significant accommodations for veterans with disabilities while continuing to pay them above the poverty threshold for a person. So these are for individuals, or this applies to individuals whose work might otherwise be marginal, but they're paid too much to qualify for the marginal prong of the TDIU assessment, which is based on the income lower than the federal poverty threshold for one person. And VA refers to situations like this where a veteran is able to work but is receiving significant accommodations as, on a case-by-case basis, a protected work environment. So what do we mean when we say a protected work environment? It is one in which the employer makes special and significant accommodations for a veteran without in turn reducing their earnings or benefits. So a few examples. A protected work environment might be one where the veteran is excused from performing critical functions of their job due to the limitations caused by their service-connected disabilities. An environment where a veteran is permitted to be less productive or less reliable than other similarly situated workers, or instances where a veteran is less likely to be, or is never, penalized for behavioral issues, mistakes, or job performance deficiencies if those relate to their service-connected VA disabilities. Sheltered workshops and family businesses are specifically contemplated by VA's regulation as common types of protected work environments, but it's still important to remember, and this is a really important point when it comes to protected work, that VA determines whether work is protected on a facts-found basis, meaning that VA makes the judgment as to whether employment is protected based on the specific facts of every individual case. So although VA gives the example of the sheltered workshop or another example of a family business, not every person that is employed at a family business will be said to be employed in a protected work environment. Or not every person who seeks a certain type of work to accommodate their own service-connected conditions can be said to work in a protected work environment. So for example, if a veteran is gainfully working as a truck driver and has specifically chosen to work as a truck driver because that veteran suffers from service-connected PTSD and prefers to work in isolation without needing to interact with others on a regular basis, this alone might not count as a protected work environment unless the veteran is also given special accommodations that are different from the types of allowances that other similarly situated veterans would have in the workplace. So very important to keep in mind, this is a very fact-intensive inquiry, but it's also important to remember that if you're pursuing TDIU and working, earning more than the federal poverty threshold for a single person, a protected work environment could be a way that you might qualify for TDIU if you meet the criteria of what a protected work environment is. And again, that is one where the employer is making special and significant accommodations for the veteran without reducing their pay or their benefits. For more information about TDIU and how to qualify for this benefit, please be aware that we've got resources on our blog and our website at cck-law.com. We also provide information regularly on our social media platforms and through our YouTube channel as well, so please feel free to subscribe to stay in the loop on VA law-related updates. And thank you so much for joining us today.